It looks like Grand Theft Auto 6 just got a behind the scenes, behind closed doors official reveal. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So this all started right before the weekend when someone actually put this out on social media. It was a post by a user, Hip Hop Gamer, and they said this: hashtag Grand Theft Auto 6, get hyped is all I can say. I love at Rockstar Games, thank you in advance. Hashtag Hip Hop Gamer and Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Take-Two Interactive. He's dope for real. Much love, man. When I tell you that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a forever moment to remember, oh man, it's over. Much love to my at AURN online family. Let's go. And you can see the picture there is of two guys. Obviously on the left, that is Hip Hop Gamer. And on the right, you have the CEO and chairman of Take-Two Interactive, Strauss Zelnick, who's the parent company of Rockstar Games. That's the important part there. And just going off of what he actually said, it kind of looks like he was shown Grand Theft Auto 6 behind closed doors. Now, immediately when I saw this, I was a little bit skeptical because if this individual legitimately did see Grand Theft Auto 6, this is something that probably would get him in a ton of trouble. When stuff like this is involved, there's usually a bunch of top secret contracts that are signed and lawsuits that happen to people that are legitimately involved in these projects who go on social media and posting stuff like this for likes or followers. If you want to ruin your career and not be able to work with anyone else in the video game industry or media industry at all, this is something you would not do. And I would honestly suspect that if this did have something to do with Grand Theft Auto 6, even though that nothing was shown, it wouldn't be allowed to be posted online. I mean, this is Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick. This is kind of interesting, and I don't know why he would still allow this to be up. However, Strauss Zelnick is kind of the face and the front man for Take-Two Interactive. He's posed for pictures before, especially for the 2K Sports side of things. So it is still interesting, but it still has left me with a ton of questions. Now, there's a couple of things that do make me feel like this might have legitimately happened. Let's actually start with the fact that Hip Hop Gamer, I believe, is associated with Hot 97. And in case you guys don't know what Hot 97 is, they're a hip-hop and R&B music station based in New York City. Extremely popular, listened to by millions of people every single day. They actually have a decent little relationship with Rockstar Games. So for starters, they're a New York radio station. We know that Rockstar North is based in New York, so they have a fair amount of connections there. But what's interesting is they also have a special crew for Grand Theft Auto Online that can go beyond the player limit. So there's definitely a real connection here between this radio station and Rockstar Games. They both follow each other on social media, and they've also been in a live stream with Rockstar Games all the way back in 2014. So this radio station does have a pretty solid connection with Rockstar Games, which is definitely kind of interesting. Now, what's also interesting comes in the form of the individual itself posting this information, Hip Hop Gamer. So there was a little bit of a discussion going on, obviously, surrounding this, where one person actually recognized this guy. They said, I know this guy from the pre-PS5 days. He was pretty accurate with his predictions and sometimes leaked a few things like the date of the future gaming event and all the other PlayStation 5 showcases. If I remember correctly, he was one of the first people to know the PlayStation 5 specs. He was also invited to some of those special gaming events and knew a few things about games before the details went public. However, sometimes he was clout chasing, and this seems to be one of those instances. I don't think I actually saw him leak things on Twitter. It was usually on podcasts, etc. I can't explain why I feel like this is a clout chasing. You would have to know him. If he wants to reveal/leak something, he says it differently. And I saw a lot of his tweets that were a clout chase, and this looks exactly like one of those. Usually when he does it, he just hypes things up, but when he actually tries to leak something, he says it more explicitly and much more details. He was right about 60 to 70% of the time, which is pretty good. And someone responded to this who's been around since 2008 in the GTA community, and he said this: he was accurate about a few things back in the GTA 5 Max Payne 3 days too. I recall him knowing about DJ Pooh being involved in Grand Theft Auto 5 before the rest of us. He also knew about the Max Payne cruise systems before Rockstar revealed it publicly, but he wasn't always right about everything. Could he potentially be good friends with higher-ups in the studio and got a chance to see the next GTA? I'd say yeah, that's certainly possible. Or maybe he's friends with people who are working on the game and didn't even get to see it. We don't know. Him hyping it up isn't exactly leaking information since the game was already announced last year, so I don't see why this post would get taken down. With that being said, I hope we get an official reveal soon. So this guy has had some correct information in the past. He's also has a history of kind of clout chasing, and he has specific things right about Grand Theft Auto 5, like DJ Pooh's involvement and the crew system, which the fact that those two things are the things he got correct are not surprising considering he's connected with a radio station that has a specific crew in GTA Online with a more than maximum player count, and being in the music industry wouldn't be shocking about him knowing that DJ Pooh is involved with Grand Theft Auto 5. It's kind of connected. So this is where I'm torn, because this dude does seem to have a track record of both truths and lies, and does seem to have ties to Rockstar Games. So this is certainly one big question mark. It's a little bit more interesting than I would say the 50 Cent situation than we saw a couple of weeks ago. And I would imagine that it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe he didn't get a chance to see GTA 6. Maybe he asked kind of a off vague question, or maybe it was being shown in the building to some other people and he asked about it and they said, it's just going to be amazing. You're going to have to wait for it. Maybe it was something along the lines of that. And the reason we hold out a little bit of hope here is because he has done stuff with Rockstar alongside the rest of the Hot 97 crew in the past with GTA Online and Max Payne 3 previews and streams. It's just the track record isn't 100% perfect. There is a good bit of clout chasing there. So it's not a situation where you can just immediately dismiss it. But it also doesn't sound very convincing that he would just post about GTA 6 like this, especially in this picture with Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick, which is just one of the funniest looking pictures of all time. Strauss looking dapper as always, same with Hip Hop Gamer. But anyways, I think this is interesting. It kind of feels like Grand Theft Auto 6 was shown off behind closed doors, and it had an official reveal that maybe a handful of people only got to see. Now, obviously, I'm not a handful of these people. I would imagine 99.999% of people that are watching this video didn't get to see it. But maybe, just maybe, if there are some behind the scenes, behind closed doors, official reveals happening, maybe that means we're getting closer and closer to the official announcement and showcase for us, the rest of the world, and everyone that's going to be playing the game. It's definitely just something to think about, but I always say where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and this is a pretty big cloud of smoke, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But you guys can let me know what you think in those comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear from you guys down there. Do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 was shown off and revealed behind closed doors, or do you think this is just sort of a mixed up situation? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.